most common issues that can come up on a program is when there's a divide in the program, or what we would call a clique, or small groups that aren't getting along, which can lead to a really poor group dynamic. Prevention is key on these types of situations. You and your co-leaders should constantly be working to tend to creating and fostering a really positive and healthy group dynamic. Whenever you observe something that is counterproductive to that positive group dynamic, it can be something as small as a student rolling their eyes. You want to make sure that you're flagging that for your co-leaders. You may only see that one instance, but your program leaders, your co-leaders, may have observed something else in which you can begin to develop a pattern. Once you know that there's an issue going on, you need to figure out how best to address that. With these types of situations, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. You may elect to pull one student aside for a one-on-one. You may elect to pull a couple of students aside and have a small discussion with you and your co-leader, or you may think that it's worthy to have an entire group discussion or reframing of the trip. In the following example, Emily and I are program leaders who have elected to pull 3 students aside who seem to be at the heart of our group's problems with their group dynamic.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to bring us together to talk about a few situations that I saw arising in the group, and they're a little bit of a concern if they continue to happen. It is something that I'm seeing a little bit of a divide in the group as well, and so I just want to make sure that these issues don't escalate to be a bullying situation, because we want to make sure this is an inclusive environment. So I just wanted to bring us all together.
Yeah, the other thing I just wanted to get across is that we're all here to enjoy being in this new place, this really cool opportunity that you have to travel. And these kind of little student issues that come up can be a really big distraction from not just your own ability to enjoy this place and the activities that we've lined up for you, but it could also be impacting the other students in the group. So that's something to keep in mind. And part of the joy of travel is getting to meet new people. And part of the fun of these kinds of programs is to be with students who are different from your friends back home. It's worth it to be taking some extra time and some extra energy to be meeting people that are very different from yourself on this trip.
Mm-hmm. So in order to acknowledge these actions, I want to kind of do an activity. I'm going to have each of you go around and talk about the action that you did, and then also the impact on that person. So we're going to stay away from the intent that was behind it, if it was a joke or if it wasn't meant to be mean, but the impact that it had on that person. So who would like to start?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I made a comment about how Jen doesn't like to live, she can't live without her makeup. I thought I was being funny, I just meant it as a joke, but I could understand how that would be hurtful to her. I wouldn't want that to happen to me.
Mm.
Cool. And as we go around, would you apologize as well? I think that'd be a good move.
Sorry about that, Jen.
It's all right, Dave.
Cool. What about you, Erin?
So I took a picture of Dave when he wasn't looking, and I wrote something that he might have thought it was mean, and then I posted it.
Yeah, and again, it's not about your intent that you didn't think it was going to be mean. It's that the impact that it actually had was that it was mean or felt mean to Dave, or could have felt mean to Dave. So we challenge you to think about that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I understand that it would have felt mean to you. I'll take it down, and I'm sorry.
Thanks, Erin.
Cool. And just on this point, it is worth reminding everyone that the rules and expectations that we've set from the beginning of the program for, governing our in-person interactions also apply to social media and being online. So just remind yourselves of that.
And Jen?
I just took Erin's shoes and put them outside where she couldn't immediately find them, but it was just a prank. I was being funny, not mean. Just some people can't take a joke.
How do you think that you would feel if your shoes were left outside overnight, got wet, and now you can't use them for service?
Oh. Well, yeah, that would not be awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, Erin. I could see how that would have made you mad.
It's okay.
Cool. Well, thanks for apologizing. One of the things that we're just trying to push you all to be thinking about is to just be more self-aware about how your actions can impact other people, even if that's not your intent. We're all here to have a great time in this program. So we want you to be putting sort of the value of the group over your own sort of personal interests or your own like style of humor. You know, be thinking about that group ideal first, just like we talked about at the beginning of the trip.
Yeah, thank you guys all for coming together, and I hope that we don't have to have a conversation like this again.
Thanks.